Thank you so much for being here today, Mr. Harris Parker. I'm Angela Broyles with Historical Truth 101, and I'm very pleased and honored that you would spend some time and tell us a little bit about your history.
I was born in 1954 in June, Sussex County, Virginia. I went from there to college down in Greensboro, North Carolina at A&T, and for 1 year on scholarship. And then I left there and volunteered to join the United States Army. So in June of 1954, I joined the United States Army and went through my training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, with the then 101 it wasn't the Airborne, 101 Infantry Division, which was the same division as the Screaming Eagles, but it was not airborne at that time. They came off with jump status. And from there, I went through 16 weeks of infantry training, and went to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and joined the 11th Airborne. And in the 11th Airborne Division, I went through jump school with the 11th Airborne Division at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and graduated in 1954. I soldiered with the 11th Airborne Division and gyroed with them. Went through my training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, with the then 101 it wasn't the Airborne, 101 Infantry Division, which was the same division as the Screaming Eagles, but it was not airborne at that time. They came off with jump status. And from there, I went through 16 weeks of infantry training, and went to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and joined the 11th Airborne. And in the 11th Airborne Division, I went through jump school with the 11th Airborne Division at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and graduated in 1954. I soldiered with the 11th Airborne Division and gyroed with them.
Do you have any stories from your Vietnam tours that you would want to share? Whether it be...
Well, you know, my Vietnam experience was kind of, I always said I thought it was kind of unique in that there's only a few of us who may say that they had 2 tours in Vietnam, but I never was assigned to what I consider, I was assigned, but I never had the experience of fighting side by side with an American unit. My experience was with the indigenous forces. My experiences was, first of all, like I said, I was assigned to the 11th Vietnam Army Ranger Battalion and also the 39th Army Ranger Battalion. And those were Vietnamese, and I fought side by side with them on my first tour. And it was about, the max we ever had out there with us was 5 Americans on that team. It could be in the language. I went through language school when I went through Special Forces training at Fort Bragg. I could speak the language fairly decent. We didn't have an interpreter, but we lived, ate, slept with the Vietnamese Ranger Battalion. It's a little different than being, you know, with an all-out American unit.
I guess so.
Yeah, and you get to know the customs a little bit better. You live, eat, sleep, breathe the Vietnamese, and you get a chance to get a little closer to those people than the average American unit would. So my experience probably was a little different than somebody who went over there and was strictly with an American unit the whole time.
What was the most shocking about the cultural difference trying to live with them rather than being with Americans?